Well, welcome, colleagues, to the next of our CEO Talks. And today I'm joined by Lauren Sanders, who's head of HR for Brown Smith Wallace in St. Louis. And today we're going to be talking about the whole diversity area and the impact on our businesses and what we do about it. But before I introduce Lauren, it's just to say that this is important for us as Moore Global. It's important for all our firms, not just because it's the topic of the day, but for us to really be a truly human, authentic organization that cares, we have to care for all our people. We need to ensure that all our people have opportunity, and that when we work with our clients of all types, we go from a position of authenticity, that we live and breathe this in our day-to-day lives, and we do this when we engage with our clients. So I'm delighted today to have Lauren. Brown Smith Wallace is a great firm. I have to say, I say this about all the firms, but I have to say I've visited Brown Smith Wallace, and the culture in the firm really is quite outstanding. A very loving firm, a very caring firm. Humanity is very, very strong there today. So Lauren, tell us some of the challenges for the firm in dealing with the diversity debate today.
Yeah, sure. I think for any firm, as they're looking at maybe launching a diversity and inclusion program or just dealing with the issues around it, there's always a challenge to make sure that you're coming from a place of authenticity, right? So I know when you did come and visit, we listened to you, and you had great advice to say, treat people with profound humanity. We actually use that within our D&I space here. So I think a challenge is just making sure you're authentic and you're coming from a place of authenticity, and that your employees are part of that as well. So we have a great D&I council who really help us with all of our challenges that we have, and solving those issues and ensuring that our program is running smoothly. Without them, it wouldn't be as great as it is. And then additionally, Tony Colella's executive leadership and presence, and his support behind the diversity and inclusion initiative or program within the firm, it has been instrumental in making sure it was a success as well.
Mm-hmm. So the leadership sets the tone.
Absolutely.
If a firm wants to get this right, they have to start with the CEO and the partners. They got to live it. They can't just talk it. So I'm assuming from what you're saying that the leadership tone has been set and everybody knows the direction of travel for the firm in relation to this expression of our humanity and the way we deal with diversity.
Absolutely. So in 2019, Tony really set the tone right from the beginning because he signed the CEO Action Pledge. So that is, an online pledge that any CEO can go on and sign. And basically, you're committing to having a program and conversations around any diversity and inclusion issues, and progressing your people along the journey and helping them through that. So, Tony set the tone right from the beginning when he decided he wanted to sign that. And then we said, all right, now we got executive sponsorship and leadership within this. Let's get all the other partners on board as well. We did that with unconscious bias training. And then now it's just been a trickle effect. So yes, having that leadership is really important to the success.
So you just mentioned there the unconscious bias training. Now, obviously, the translation of a direction of travel into action requires a lot of investment. So obviously, unconscious bias is one component. What are some of the other ways you've invested in the development of people to make this a reality?
Yeah, so one thing that we do, the council does a really good job of, is we have set each month, we have a certain theme. So, for example, this month is mental health awareness, the month of May. Next month, June, will be Pride. And so centered around that, we have some opportunities for our employees to share what we've learned, to learn about that specific topic as well. And then also to have conversations. So, one of the most impactful things I think that we have done is implement what we call D&I connections. So, D&I connections, each month we pick a relevant, could be a TED Talk, could just be a wonderful article that we found online. And then you are put into different groups and you basically just talk about that topic. It's a safe place, as safe as we can make it, place that people are encouraged to share their thoughts and viewpoints and learn from each other and help people along on their personal journey. So that development and growth that we've seen in individuals has been tremendous. Our employees really enjoy that opportunity and that space, and to see it at all levels amongst the firm. So you could be in the D&I Connections meeting with a staff, partner, whomever. And it's just nice. It's a good way to connect the family as well.
Excellent. Now, Lauren, there'll be a lot of firms watching this going, gosh, where do we start? What few points of advice would you give them to close?
Yeah, I mean, I would really encourage your employees and get a great council together. I will tell you, without the executive leadership that we had, and then the council that does the work, really, and we got their input and understanding what our employees wanted, and on a go-forward basis, and we just included them as part of the journey. It wasn't an HR driven. It wasn't, just Tony saying we're going to do this. It came from everyone being included in that D&I council. So get yourself a really great D&I council, get them together, get some subcommittees, and just start. Just start.
Excellent. Lauren, you're an inspiration. You've done a great job there. And Brown Smith Wallace, well done in setting the tone here and giving us a role model to follow. So colleagues, I hope you've enjoyed today, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Take care.